You can do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, and we're back
so funny.
on. It's BCF Talk, Sunday night evening podcast with Johnny and
Kouang.
Yeah, we're back again.
Welcome back to our Sunday podcast. I like how you were like really just thinking about the words that you had to say. You should write it down next time.
Next time I'll write down the words.
It's like word for word. Like, okay, gotta make sure it's the same for every podcast when we get introduced.
Yeah. So before we begin, I just kind of want to update everybody on Kouang just recently got admitted to...
I got admitted to the California State Bar. I'm a licensed attorney now. Yay. That's
nice.
about it. I don't
Awesome.
know.
So if you guys have any trouble with the legal system...
Yeah, call me. I don't know. My number's there on the bar website. You guys can find it. Yeah, email's there.
Yeah,
so I need work, so come and just don't get into too much trouble.
Yeah.
I know Steven's like, yeah, I finally have a DUI lawyer. I finally have a DUI lawyer. I'm like, what? Do you get a lot of DUIs? He's like, no, but in case. I'm like, no, in case. Don't get a DUI at all.
Yeah. So you went on Friday, right?
Yeah,
Friday.
So
I saw you had grandma was there.
Yeah. I went this past Friday. It was what, December. What is it? It was like the 3rd. Today's what, the 6th?
Today's the 6th, yeah.
5, 4, 3. Yeah, it's December 3rd. So after the bar, they have like this big swearing in ceremony that they have.
Yeah.
And so we went there to the Pasadena Convention Center. It's basically like when you're at high school, you get what is that, benediction or something? You know, we just tell you like do good, don't do stuff. And they give a bunch of speeches and stuff.
Oh, I don't remember.
It's kind of cool. To listen to the judges from the Second Appeals Court come in and just talk to us about the practice of law and what to do, how to act, and such like that. I liked it a lot.
Cool.
Gave me a better sense of what I'm supposed to do as an attorney, kind of fight for justice. I'm like, all right, now I'm a fighter of justice, whatever that means exactly, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I get my bar card, which is your license that shows your bar number.
Yeah.
It's probably being apparently there's like 230,000 lawyers here in California.
Oh, wow.
That's a shit ton of lawyers. I mean, sorry, excuse me, that's a lot of lawyers. This is supposed to be a family-friendly podcast. We're trying to avoid saying bad words. I just told Johnny that earlier before we started.
Yeah, you gotta watch those words.
Watch those words. Gotta use better words, smarter words. You gotta, like back in elementary school, what do you call it? $10 words. I don't know if you ever did that.
Oh, I don't know. No.
There was like a game, so like, you would, the longer the words, the more points you get, and those are like $10 words.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of that.
I don't know. Who'd you have for?
English?
Or? 5th grade.
Oh, 5th grade? Oh, 5th grade. I had Miss Burry.
Oh, yeah, she had she did like a $10 word.
I don't remember. Yeah.
I don't know, but I just remember like you have to use bigger words, longer words, and you get more points.
Cool, that sounds
those
fun.
Words. So anyway, yeah, that is what we're supposed to be doing is using bigger words.
All right, we'll do that.
Yeah.
So how did you feel during the that event, or now? How do you feel when you know that you are now officially?
I am officially a lawyer.
Practicing lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels a little. That doesn't feel terribly different. It just feels the same, I guess. Like I'm excited. It seems to be. I think for me, it's a lot of just more family pressure. Everybody's like a lot more excited about it than I am. Everybody keeps telling me like, yeah, we have a lawyer in the family. We have a lawyer in the family. I'm like, yeah, we have a lawyer in the family. Like, that's the fact of the matter. But I don't think for myself, it hasn't really hit me. It's a little bit, at the same time, it's a little daunting. Like this pressure, like, oh yeah, you have to represent the family now. Like,
because right now you have the highest educational degree in our family.
Yeah.
Yeah, until Mimi and Cindy come up with their doctorates.
The doctorates, that's true. Dang it, it's okay. But I have a JD and I have a master's. So actually,
well, Kyle got the master's.
Oh, he did get a master's. True. He's getting a second master's though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I do have a doctorate as a juris doctorate. That is a doctorate of jurisprudence. So boom. What?
So the first doctorate degree. Yeah.
Yeah. In total, I have 4 degrees, if you want to count my double bachelor's in undergrad.
What were your double bachelor's?
Chinese studies and international studies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, we're not here to gloat academics or anything. It's like, I think it's a byproduct of the Asian influence of you got to go get an education.
Yeah.
So that's part of that. Very, get an education and you'll do well. I don't think that's necessarily true to a large degree. Getting an education doesn't necessarily mean you'll be successful, right?
Well, I mean, just getting the degree doesn't necessarily mean it, but I think the education part probably. We just talked about this.
Yeah, we were just talking about this before we started about how you go to school, university, college, more to educate yourself, to learn,
yeah,
right? To become a better human being,
than to fulfill some kind of prerequisite for a future job that you wish to hold.
Just another cog in the wheel in this capitalist society. That's basically what we're doing right now, right? But then see, that's like, because I have a few friends who do like art degrees or who have majors in more humanities based.
Yeah.
And that's not very fitting with this capitalist society of produce something. You do econ, engineering, medicine stuff, you're producing stuff. But if you do arts or liberal arts type of degree, you're basically unemployed. It's kind of like a lot of the various different news articles now that they talk about liberal arts students not finding jobs because it's not valued as much, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, for you as an artist, a musician, finding that it's not valuable has got to be a little disheartening.
Yeah. I mean, but like you have to figure out for yourself how to make it work. Some people out there know how to discover how to make it work. But not everyone's gonna make it work.
Yeah, unfortunately. But it sucks because you get up with like so much debt.
Yeah.
Paying like $50,000 for a degree that you don't know how you're going to use.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody thinks I'm going to be rich because I'm a lawyer. I'm like, no, man, I'm like $100,000 in debt. I'm like,
that's what it means automatically,
All right. It's just like,
that's because I was actually talking to one of our cousins the other day about the expectations is like that's you got the degree, now you're
that's it. Now you're that's it. Automatically just money starts raining in on you.
Yeah,
like, no.
that's it.
But the thing is, like, it may be if I was wanting to do like corporate law, but I'm not interested in doing corporate type of law. Like, again, another cog in the wheel of capitalist society. I'm not quite sure if I fit in that. The more I think about it, like, I want to work more within the community, wanting to do more like smaller practice, like working with startup companies or working with local community stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of in my mind, I have this. I tell Andy this all the time. I want to do, I call it van law, which is basically like the food truck, taking like the whole food truck idea.
Yeah.
And then becoming more mobile. And so we go to like have a Twitter account. It's called Van Law.
Yeah.
And then we'll post up there like, hey, Van Law will be on the corner of 3rd and Santa Monica today. Come out for, your free consultation or whatever, something like that. You kind of combining that technology with all that other stuff. That's actually kind of an interesting concept, I think. But I'm more trying to get it to like low income people that would need legal services. But then if I'm on Twitter, I don't think everybody that I'm trying to service would have Twitter. So that's kind of defeats the purpose of that that practice. But anyway, if I had a TV show, I'd be like kind of like that lonely wanderer that goes from town to town solving legal problems. Kind of like a Aaron Brockovich.
Oh, okay.
Kind of, kind of that, but a wandering lawyer that just goes into towns and solves legal problems. Right?
Yeah.
In my mind, that's what I like, this romantic idea of a wandering legal hero.
It's possible, man.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
It's maybe a comic book, not so much in real life.
I'll write that. We'll have one of our cousins write the story. Yeah.
The wandering legal hero. It's like my failed blog. Because I went to school in Oregon, instead of Oregon Trail, I call it the Oregon Trial. It's a play on words. Nice. Okay. But that only lasted like 2 months.
Yeah, that was
my
you did have a blog. Yeah, that's right.
But that lasted 2 months because I got too busy. And I was like, oh, man, it's so hard to start a blog.
But what was the point of that blog?
Just
like
to document.
It was just your adventures, right? Pictures.
Yeah. For the 2 months that I was there before school started.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a document of my time in law school.
Yeah.
But that's too much work, too much writing.
Creating a habit, man, it's really tough, man. You need I think the magic number is like 3 weeks, dude.
3 weeks, oh man. I heard it was 7 days for running. You gotta run every day for 7 days to create that running habit.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I think that's the cross country myth.
Okay.
When we were in high school, cross country, it's like, oh, you got to run 7 days straight, or else you're not going to be able to run consistently anymore.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But I think even after the 3 weeks, I read it from a habit book somewhere. That it's, once you created that habit, your old habit doesn't go away. It's just that at that point, you get to have that choice of choosing which habit to
it's true.
follow through on.
It's kind of like, it's very much, I liken that to like neuroplasticity, like in the brain, when you have things that you have done over and over again. Your brain is then hardwired, like neurologically.
Those
like
things become familiar to you. Yeah.
And then your synapses become a lot stronger in that sense. So that's why you continue to do that, because it's stronger synapses. So in order to stop it, you have to either rewire it with another type of activity to weaken those old synapses, or strengthen like newer synapses. To do that. So that's really interesting.
Cool.
I love the brain. I don't know. I think the brain is like the most fascinating.
Why didn't you become a neurosurgeon?
It's too much science, man. I went to law school, so I don't have to do math. What are you talking about?
No, it is. The brain is an interesting subject.
It's a magnificent piece of engineering.
If I did follow through with like
medicine,
I probably would have ventured into like,
I think
brain.
If I could go back to UCSD and do it again, I think I would have done something within neurology or whatever, because it's fascinating. Even just mainly the philosophical aspects of like the brain and its ability to control your body, your actions, your intentions.
Yeah.
That whole mind body do. I wrote a paper in my neurobiology class in undergrad, and I had mentioned Star Trek. And there's an episode in Voyager where Tuvok and Neelix get switched, like their bodies switch.
Okay.
Kind of like that Freaky Friday sort of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like your mind and body, your mind goes in a different body and it switches kind of thing. But I got to see on that paper. I don't think the teacher liked that.
Oh, okay.
And I referenced Star Trek. Maybe I just didn't understand the ideas too much. It was a talk on mind-body duality, taking the biological aspects of it into consideration. It's confusing. I still don't really understand it too much, but it's fascinating.
Cool.
Yeah. And we're back.
All right.
Yeah, I went to take a dump, so sorry about that, guys.
No,
we just needed a good transition, so I was like, all right, I went to go take a dump.
Right.
To the next topic.
Yes. Wait, so you went...
So I went to go work out at the Santa Anita Park.
When was this?
Earlier today.
Oh, okay. Earlier today.
And I saw these kids playing on the the workout equipment.
Yeah.
Like public workout equipment, pull-up bars and stuff like that. And it reminded me of when we were kids.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
On our cousin's house in their backyard. Ninjas? Yeah.
Swinging
like
monkeys?
The old version of American Ninja Warrior, but childhood version of it. I thought it was really cool because it's like you were in that 90s era of Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, and just being kids and playing. I think that's what I really miss about it. Because now you just go work out and you just like going to build up muscles, build stuff like that. But you're missing that sense of play. Because I remember when we did it, it would be like, oh yeah, you climb up the steps from one side and then you swing across. Not swing across, but you would climb, like monkey bar your way across to the other end, and if you fall, you die because there's like lava and all that other stuff.
So basically, what Kouang's talking about is, back in the day when we were youngsters, very small youngsters.
So young.
We had, in our backyard, we had one of those playground sets that you can get. It's like where it has like the small mini slide, like maybe some swings, and then...
had like this like chair thing that
the carriage
swing. That was really fun.
Yeah, so what we used to do is we would climb up from one end, whether it be from the slide ladder or the other from the swing set, and we just try to make our way across from one end of the playground to the other end of the playground without touching the floor. So it's a mix of like monkey bars and hot lava.
It's a test of agility and endurance.
Yeah.
Only the strong survive. And then when you slide down the slide, you have to call out your color of your ninja.
For real?
Yeah,
I don't
you slide down.
remember.
Like, I'm the white ninja. I'm like, I'm the green ninja. It's like, what?
Really?
So you have to do that. Yeah, I was watching those kids because they had the balance beam. I was like, oh man, I remember playing on that at our cousin's house, and not even just in the playgrounds, but also like on the couches when people would.
Yeah,
I did it when like my mom would vacuum.
It's lava. That's the game, yeah. Because I think Daniel Tosh had a bit about that in his stand-up where he's talking about like, oh, nowadays, you guys just, little kids just stare at your iPad screens and playing video games. For us, when we didn't have no digital toys, the way we entertained ourselves, we pretended the floor was lava.
Yeah, basically. And you throw all these sofa covers, not sofa cover, like the seats, like onto the floor. There you go, seat cushions, and you just jump around from sofa to sofa and stuff like that.
And we build forts, man.
We did build forts.
Yeah, sofa forts.
It's fun. And then now they have American Ninja Warrior, which is like the adult version of that kids' version of it.
It's like our childhood dreams.
Exactly. It's totally no, but it's a lot more harder now because you have so much more weight to carry around with you. I don't know. The reason I bring up this hobby is just because it's that idea of imagination and play that I think we lose a lot of it.
I think, and I think
we get older.
That's a really important thing. Is like when you play in that type of play, like you help develop your imagination. And I feel like the kids now who are just only stimulated by their electronic devices and their screens, they're being deprived of that, like being able to
ability to imagine.
Use your imagination. Yeah.
Dude, we used to imagine a lot of random stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, as a kid, I always wanted to develop because there's we grew up with Transformers and stuff. So there was a time where I wanted to invent this pen where if you click it and you, depending on how many times you click it or whatever you tell the pen, like it'll turn into whatever you want. So like for me, I always wanted to click this pen and it'll turn into like a car, or I'll click the pen and it'll turn into like a hoverboard or something like that. But I don't know how that's gonna become a thing. I'm not studying science or anything, so I don't know how I'm gonna invent this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this the idea of imagination running wild, and even that, and also play. Like you have this environment set up as kids where anything is possible. Like you take risks, you do this, you just play and you act out things, you try it. But now that we get older, we're afraid to play in a sense. Yeah.
It also helps with imagination, one thing, and then the other thing is creativity, right? When you don't have toys, you don't have iPads or video games, you have to be creative in how you entertain.
Dude, I played with my action figures so much.
Yeah, for me too. Yeah, my wrestling figures. I think I had like a Hulk toy, Incredible Hulk toy, and some other ones. And you talk with them,
That's true.
Stuff like that. Then the other, I think another thing we played was the Hollywood ride game, right? Yeah. Like, so,
that was the best. You can go ahead and tell them.
So the Hollywood ride game, what we used to play as kids is we used to have a little like toy cart or
it's like a toy shopping cart or something like that,
or toy wagon or something. And we would just take turns. One of us would get on the cart, and then the other person would be in the back just pushing the cart around. And we'd be cutting sharp corners around kitchen tables and stuff. Yeah. Just to create some kind of thrill.
We're like, 5, 6 years old? Imagine. Yeah. And I'm thinking about it now. I was like, if we did this again, like living room would not be big enough to do this.
Yeah, you need to have a lot of space.
Yeah,
and you had to have some kind of imagination of like going forward, making sharp turns, going reverse. Like, whoa, now we're going
because we went to Hollywood, and I think because we did the Hollywood tour, the tram tour.
The tram
I think
ride,
that's where we got the idea from. It was like the King Kong, Jaws, the Flash Flood. I don't know if there was Indiana Jones in that one. Was there?
I think
that was at. I know there's a Disney. I don't know if there was an Indiana Jones.
Yeah, there's a Disney ride. Yeah,
but we just would play Hollywood tram ride, and we'd go fast, go slow. It was fun.
Yeah,
yeah. So like that type of play is kind of lost a lot now that we get older.
Yeah,
we don't allow ourselves to get into that type of space, and it's important. Because it's a matter of space. Like you allow yourself this physical space to make mistakes, to develop ideas, but we don't. With so many different things demanding us now it's hard to get into that type of a place, environment, space, whatever you want to call it, to really develop a sense of play. Hopefully, though, as we're progressing through this podcast and as you guys follow along with us, there'll be a lot more play coming in our podcast. Eventually, there's going to be a game of like a weekly quest. That's what I want to call it. I call it like Johnny's Journey, because I like alliteration, and then Kouang's Quest.
Kouang's Quest,
eventually there will be weekly adventures and play that we do, and we talk about it at the next podcast and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. It'll be a fun way. It'll get us to go out and do stuff, because
it would get us to go out and do stuff.
So there's like, at least you have a purpose of like, I'm going to go out and actually do this for the podcast, as opposed to like, I'm going to sit at home and watch TV or something like that.
No, for real. That sounds like that sounds very fun and something to look forward to. Yeah,
we'll just go back to the playground and just climb and tell our ninja colors when we slide down the slide, push the kids out of the way. Green ninja! But yeah, you guys should definitely go to your playground and hang out with kids and watch them as they play, because it's interesting. And
plus, you get some fresh air and some exercise and some sunlight too.
Get that vitamin D.
It's so important.
Exactly.
I think I need to actually head to the park starting tomorrow too.
All right. Well, make sure you guys tune in next week. Remember, we're your Sunday evening podcast, BCF Talk, with Kouang and
Johnny.
See you guys next week.
See you later, folks.